Adamant face.
Then excuse me, I will go retrieve a wooden sword from the rack.
Wooden stool, huh?
No worries, I stole your other sword from him.
Wah wah wah.
I'm assuming his other swords are still in his room. Because they haven't been called out to arms or anything.
Yeah.
So. Anyway, so
I'm just supervising to make sure that nobody breaks each other's necks. It's like you.
He goes to get a wooden sword. He comes back, notably with only one. You've been seeing him fight all the time with two.
Yeah, like, okay.
Because dual wielding is generally not something a duelist should do.
Not a prince would be.
Duelist.
Anyways. Sir Ellis, why do you have two swords? Ah, it's a backup.
Well, it depends on the style of dueling.
My brother keeps breaking them. I'm practicing with both arms. Can you guess why?
Anyways, all right then.
Stop challenging me.
Are you prepared, Lord Aaron?
Yes.
Sir Aaron. Sorry, Sir Aaron, not Lord.
You're not a lord. You're not
No,
good enough for that.
the closest I am is.
Do I have to roll the hit?
Light into a night.
No, he's willing.
I'm willing. I'm like,
well,
go nuts.
I guess flat-footed AC because he's got his armor on.
Yeah.
Okay then.
So you're rolling to hit like a 4.
No, that's an 8. She needs to hit 18.
Natural 20.
Oh, she crits you.
awesome.
So we're just sitting here and all of a sudden Alice
By the way, I
kills him.
specify non-lethal.
Roll to confirm.
Do it.
No, I do not.
Nope.
Okay.
That was a 12.
All of a sudden, we're just standing there, all of a sudden we just see freaking, just Aaron fall to the ground bleeding and clutching his chest as a wooden sword pierces his heart. We're like, holy shit! You were holding back. No, I just wanted him dead.
It's like one of those competitions.
He just pulls an Ella wood and stabs him in the heart.
All of a sudden,
Just does the backflip the Myrmidon does, and then
Yeah. Crit. We hear an explosion and a flash of light, and Aaron just falls over.
yeah, like he has that much strength.
6 damage.
Oh no. So you like kunk and like tell us like reverberates or whatever, like makes like a clong. Wow, you're stronger with a single sword over. Why do you use 2 swords? He's like, no, like he's been hit hard enough. It's like, why don't you do this all the time?
Yeah, why don't you do that all
Is
the
your
time?
armor yelling at me?
No,
God damn it, kid, that was a now shout!
Talos.
Is Talos like Gurren? It's like right in the front.
Actually, yeah, he's Logan. I'm Gurren.
Oh, okay.
Because I form the body, he forms the head.
No, it's Logan.
Logan's the head and Gurren's the
yeah,
body.
Logan's the head and Gurren. Okay.
And yeah, you know what? Sure, we'll say Talos actually speaks. So it's like, why do you fight with 2 swords?
So your armor is yelling at me.
Yes.
I wasn't aware your armor could speak.
My god, a demon, I destroyed him.
Most of the time I speak for the both of us, but I think you kind of put him in disbelief and or shock for the simple fact that you're
4
better
feet
with
tall.
1 sword than 2. I live with him attached.
He's just kind of still getting over the whole armor thing. He's just like, oh. That's not common, is it?
Everything seems normal now.
Talking armor?
Talking armor.
That's not common, is it?
Wait, does she say that? Does the prince say that?
No, I'm asking the DM.
Damn it, because if that was
God, is that common?
No.
Celine
Armor itself, no. Not unless it's not unless it's a powerful, intelligent magic item, or a summoner that for some reason has decided to go melee, which is rare anywhere but Karish, really.
So yeah, he's still just kind of like, your armor is speaking.
Yeah. He talks to me all the time.
Unique.
At least you're never alone.
That's
It's true.
Unique is the nice way of saying that is bad shit weird. So he was just like, unique. I apologize. You had an inquiry?
What my armor said. You used 2 swords, but you just struck me a very telling blow with 1.
Are you familiar with riding horses, Lord, Sir Aaron?
No, actually.
You have the summon mount ability. You rode a horse and
I
caressed all the
ride.
way
He
here.
doesn't fight on them. He rides them, but he doesn't fight on them.
Allow me to tell you a simple, I'm gonna bullshit here, and you, something Sir Dave told him, and I assume it'll be okay, etc., etc., etc. Let me know if I overstep.
If it's 2 swords is as strong as 200 people, then no.
No.
Double the power mean no. Double the swords mean double the power.
Double the internets.
Indulge.
I'm not sure how.
Double the inch or two.
I'm not sure how familiar you are with battle upon horseback, but it is not uncommon for, in the midst of a chaotic fight, for a knight to fall from the horse's back and damage his arm. Should that ever occur, and it happens to my sword arm, I would be left disarmed and unable to fight. Therefore, training both my arms to wield the sword capably erases that handicap.
Fair enough. It's hard to do when you wield the two-handed.
I do realize that I am sacrificing some arm strength when I strike for this. However, I believe the ramifications of the other alternative are far worse.
I wield one weapon, and it's 3 things.
What? Weaponception?
Pretty much.
One weapon within another weapon, which transforms into another weapon.
I am totally bullshitting this, by the way.
I'm not even going to try it. My sense motive is a fucking 5.
Mine's 18.
Yours is what, 13?
13, 14 actually.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be like, yeah, I believe that for the next week.
Also,
No.
if Dave did actually tell him that, then, you know, that horses do, or knights do break their arms on, well, horseback riding, which is actually pretty common.
No, yeah,
You should ride
gets it.
monks.
He's
I have a
just
feeling
not a
that you
cop.
wouldn't need to use a ride check, and I wouldn't drop you. Plus, in one level, I'll be as fast as a horse, so don't worry.
Aaron isn't a cavalier,
Get on
but
my
he
back!
gets why, so it's like, makes sense, and just kind of nods and like, I know, try it, like, how he like, try it. Yeah.
Your armor is speaking nonsense, I don't understand.
You just see a tongue pop out of the hat, like, what is this?
Sir Aaron, your armor is sticking its tongue out at me.
It's.
I'm a little offended.
Watch me lick his nose.
Talos gets tongue-tied at times. Imagine being inside the hat.
I'm waiting for this. I'm just gonna let this keep going until you're ready.
I think what he's trying to say is for us to practice more, like parrying and other things. Yes. Better swordsman for
In the
everybody.
background, Malin just beating the shit out of a bunch of ninjas that appear to try and kill the
Malin,
prince.
how do you train people in monk ways?
Often without weapons.
So
In fact,
you-
all the time.
There are certain weapons that many who were at the monastery used, but many were very, very strange compared to the ones that you use. To tell you the truth, the only blade I've ever wielded has never had a straight edge, but rather 7.
Huh.
7 blades.
Yes, it's rather unique. I haven't found a single one here, but they're quite common in Agrika and Shinsokan?
Shisuno-kan.
Shisunokan.
May I ask what they had the appearance of?
I guess if I have to, I'll be like,
You talking about the Urmi or whatever?
I'm talking about the 7 sword, the 7 rainbow sword thing that they can get as an exotic weapon. It's like a monk weapon. I guess I'll just take your wooden sword from you and I'll just draw out what it looks like. And it kind of looks like it's one of those swords straight and it has like the branch blades coming off of it. So it's one of those ones. I used one of these.
Basically, Mennonite sword.
Yeah, kind of like Meta Knight's sword. Yeah.
I have to ask, were gnomes involved in making it?
In fact, the first gnome I'd ever met,
How would you
I thought was
sharpen
Tori.
that?
I'm trying to figure that out. I'm calling gnomes bullshit. Anyways.
well, if I ever happen to procure one, I'll show you how they're used.
I would appreciate it, thank you.
Yes.
Sharpen that. It's like,
Ellis and Aaron
In fact,
are now
it's the
sitting
only
there
weapon
for the
I'm
next
looking for.
20 minutes like,
it's like, well, I suppose you could do each blade individually, but that's just not practical.
Well, often its purpose is not meant simply for attacking, but for disarming its opponent. If were you to come at me with your blade, or were you to come at with your blade, it's meant to catch the blade and then pull it from your opponent's hands.
Yes, but wouldn't the hilt be adequate for that?
You would think so. But in certain ways, I imagine I could disarm you with no weapon whatsoever.
How common are monks in this land? As in, monks disarming people, is that common knowledge, or...
Yeah. With your knowledge base, you should be aware of monks and the basics of their tactics.
May I ask how you do that, by the way?
Well, the not so pleasant way is to break my opponent's hand so that they cannot carry the weapon any further. But others are simply just as simple as knocking the weapon out of their hand, tripping them where they stand, pushing them, etc. Making it so that they cannot use their weapon anywhere near myself or a comrade.
Is there a way to guard against that?
Try it.
It's like, here, try it, but ah!
Well, so long as you are strong, you must, to tell you the truth, the best step is to have a strong body. And you
And
must
to be
quick.
dexterous.
And, a strong body, so you need strength and dex is what I'm saying. You must build up yourself physically so that you are strong and quick. You yourself are built in such a way that I imagine stepping from side to side and dodging one's weapon is as easy as 1, 2, 3. But were somebody to come at you and hold you in place, I imagine it would be difficult for you to break free. Both are very necessary, for if you need to break out of a person's hold or break the hold off of your weapon, you often need your own strength and the quickness of your body.
Reminder, this is the woman who didn't know what milk was.
I am wise. These are things I know.
Yes, she...
There are few, but there are things I know.
Her knowledge is narrow but deep.
That was deep, man.
That's what she.
So like digging down in Minecraft.
Yeah,
dig
just
it
a chasm.
Instead of digging a big, tiny little house, you basically dig straight down to
I
the
was
center.
thinking of one of the chasms you find in Minecraft. It's just like huge.
My wisdom
big
is
ball
as
of
deep.
Lava.
My wisdom is as deep as bedrock.
Oh baby.
Huh.
Yes.
Plunge in the depths of the world. Anyway.
I want to hit your void.
Oh yeah.
So yes, it is...
Oh
it is-
god, this conversation just got nerdier.
I want to get to your end.
Oh no.
It's considerable how much she seems to know.
I want to see my Ender Dragon.
No thanks.
No, let's go with the obvious one. The Nether. Enough say. Go on. Sorry.
Are you guys done?
I just was talking about disarming and stuff like that, unless you had any other questions.
Should we just assume that they went training?
Yeah, we kept.
Everybody's perfectly fine, the prince is all broken and bruised. Like, what the fuck happened to him? He has to train. Did you hold back? There's a picture of Kaiser and freaking Malin both double teaming the hell out of him. He's like, oh, I only got a wooden sword.
No, I just picture it's like Ellis goes to block, Kaiser breaks the one blade, another.
Another.
I got a pile of wooden swords. It's like I'm glad they're making us Tinder, but I wish they'd use something less hard to make.
Also, they keep hitting the prince.
Dude, I can make all the. I made all the swords for that day's training session with Ellis.
Hey, did we get any ranks up in this? For spending this time training with each other?
You get social ranks. With each other.
Now I'll die for you. Just kidding.
Like in the middle of battle. Oh, you're about to die! Pow!
If I could jump in the way of
Kaiser drop kicks you.
if I could jump in the way of bullets, that would be easy. It's like, oh look, a bullet I catch. Oh, you hurt? No, because you caught the bullet. Oh.
There's a cavalier build that can jump in front of things.
There's a monk stat build that allows you to do it too now.
Oh yeah?
Oh.
Is it the freehand one?
No, there is the Stance of the Archon.
Oh, I'll have to take a look
It's
at
in
it.
the Blood of Angels.
Oh, okay. I don't have no blood of angels.
I do, somewhere.
Night passes.
Whoosh.
Oh, so it's nighttime?
I
I'm going
guess.
back in the barracks and shit?
You guys want to be doing stuff at night?
Yes.
Just want to talk to Tori real quick.
I
I'm
Maybe
pretty sure I'm
ready.
up for this because I'm now spending all the time I have until bedtime with Cecile.
Just rubbing on your wounds, like, why did they have to hit me so hard?
I didn't hit. Okay, Talos stick.
Sorry,
It's
you're,
like, what the fuck?
you're spending your bedtime with Cecile?
No, spending
what I heard.
the time until bed with Cecile.
Okay.
In which they will then spend time in bed together.
This is
Oh,
good. This is
God.
good for nighttime.
well,
You're-
Tori's outside.
Outside?
By the way, make it rain.
This is raining. It's like raining in here. Sounds like this is
Sounds like rain?
Well, it sounds like a bus.
That might have been the sound.
That's
That is
that.
the bus outside.
That's Tadakatsu.
Alright, yeah. It is.
Goddamn Tor.
Yes, there is a mist. There is a mist and a drizzle. It's
that?
kind of dreary, you know.
Yep.
Good mood to be depressed in.
So you've been outside this entire time?
Well, where are we exactly right now?
I think after they were done training, the prince went back to the palace,
Yep.
and then we went back to the barracks.
Heads up,
Well,
I'd
he'll
like
probably
to
be
start
making a
having
stop
some-
later tonight.
Yeah.
or
Okay,
whatever.
so I'll be outside the barracks then.
Just outside the barracks?
Yep, leaning against the wall.
Nice.
Christ.
Nice. I thought she thought something fell over.
No, it's just a bunch of games and shit.
There's no water in it.
Okay. It's okay. There's no water.
I still moved my head because I didn't want to.
No, I saw Aki though. She's like covering herself.
I think she was looking at her skill.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
All right. Well, as we're getting towards the to the barracks, before we go in, and she notices Tori, she'll turn to Kaiser and be like, "Go on without me. I'll meet you with the.
If I start
in the hall."
sliding, sorry.
If she doesn't come in,
If I just make a couple sleight of hands to say I robbed some nobles
Say this.
later tonight, like just walking
You
by,
rob some
or
nobles.
at least
like-
leave her with.
passing by, hands in coin purse kind of
okay,
thing.
okay. Hang on. Let me do that.
Oh, he's
okay.
excited about
There's
this.
a table.
He's excited
He
about
is
this.
excited. You are a table whore.
I love tables. I love them
What
so
are you
much.
doing?
Stealing from nobles probably later tonight that are out late drinking, partying, boozing it up,
Is that the whisper?
and then just dropping it off at like in front of kids who are starving or shit, whatever.
There's some kid. Why are the kids starving in your country? I thought you'd be happier.
I don't know.
There's always poverty.
I know. I just think it's funny. You got like some kid. See, you know what? You're like the Iron Monkey.
Dude,
That movie's awesome.
props. That's actually one
It's
of
a
my
great
favorite
ninja
movies.
movie. It's a great ninja movie. It's about
It's a
some guy.
Shaolin movie that is a ninja movie.
Yeah.
That's still a Shaolin movie.
He basically goes around beating the shit out of this old guy who's all like, "Oh, I have lots of money," and he takes the money and gives it to poor people, and they're like, "Oh, Iron Monkey, so happy, thank you, I will eat today."
D100, please.
Why am I providing it?
What? Okay.
Okay, I'm just kidding. Let me get it out.
Okay. Aki, before you roll for your pickpocketing, I need you to roll a d20 and choose 5 numbers you don't like. Or no, 5 numbers that you do like, actually.
5 numbers that you hate.
Just do like 1, 2, 3,
12 to
4, 5.
17.
No, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 6.
12 to 16.
There we go.
Woo!
Alright, go for it.
10.
Okay.
13.
Okay.
12.
Okay.
14.
3 in that range. Damn.
Alright, roll 3d20.
Again.
Yeah.
18. 18 again. 14.
Okay, you got that much gold.
18, 18, and 14.
So 36.
And,
so
geez,
50.
you went
Yeah.
against the odds there, so you only find one useless thing, and that is...
I want to know how this table works now.
For every
25% chance of stealing. And you stole D20 worth.
and you stole
So
something.
you sold 50 gold.
Alright, you also nab a drinking horn.
By the
You
way,
could sell that for.
I just want to say I targeted nobles who were being,
assholes.
yeah, who are basically either assholes in court or were being rude to, you know, say there's a woman like, please help me, my baby's starving. Oh, go get a job on your back
Yeah.
or something like that.
Being mean to wenches and stuff.
Yeah, shit like that.
Point
So
American
that's
psycho.
the people we target. And then he drops it off in front of kids. So,
Okay.
like,
What about the
poverty.
drinking horn?
Huh?
What about the drinking horn?
What is it
That
worth?
too.
Throws it in the lake. The river. I'm assuming the city is built on a river.
It's built on river, yes.
Exactly.
The drinking horn is worth like 3 copper. It's not
It's not that great.
I drop it off in front of a homeless man who sits in front of a tavern.
Is there liquor inside of it?
a little bit.
It's a little bit of liquor. So you just made an old man's life happy.
Okay, there it goes.
There you go.
Would you like to do CRAC?
Thank you, Whisper.
Like a whisper.
Nothing.
But yes.
Act.
He's so
Just say
silent.
yes. Just say yes. Say yes.
Sure, Marcus. Okay, I'm wandering around the rooftops
My
now.
character's gonna run into hers.
I'm now on the rooftops, just making sure no guards, nothing, and I'm gonna start taking my roundabout way back to the palace.
Okay. You met Ray before, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
She's the one who convinced you to become a thief.
Yeah, we've had on and off meetings.
Yes.
I keep popping in both of their lives all the time.
So you're sneaking where?
Right now I'm between alleyways.
You're making your way back to the castle?
Yeah, very slowly, very roundabout way.
Oh, okay.
Perception checks all the way.
Well, how are you getting in?